We are frustrated with yo-yo diets, weight lost and then regained, and just feeling crappy about ourselves, out of control, stuck and losing confidence. You feel this too, right? So I know there's so many advocates for dieting out there, counting calories, tracking macros, etc. Like just calorie deficits, obviously. But personally, I've yet to meet someone whose general goals are to feel, move and live better, which is the vast majority of people that I work with in my one-to-one clients, where any form of restriction or stringent tracking works long term. And yes, I know that there'll be a small percentage of people out there that this does work for, and I'm not knocking that. But my aim here is to help the majority where this stringent approach doesn't work for your mind and your body. And whilst I don't specifically coach everyone in intuitive eating, many of these principles end up winding their way into my one-to-one work. Why? I believe it's because we all have a relationship with food. And that relationship lasts for our lifetime. So these ideas, therefore, are applicable to everyone. Also, I think we cannot even be aware of how diet culture affects this. We're not even aware that a weight loss goal, more often than not, is an accumulation of messages that we've received about our size, attractiveness, likability, success and worth. The diet and much of the fitness industry exists to externalize our self-worth and then try and sell it back to us. And I'm also not saying that a weight loss goal is bad, not at all, but it's usually not our underlying motivator. Often we latch onto a weight loss goal because we feel underconfident or concerned about our health or aging or maybe being there for our children, maybe lacking in energy, mobility or feeling a bit worthless. And this is what we should be addressing. And intuitive principles, therefore, can help. And the reason why is that they allow us to reconnect with our bodies from a place of kindness. So before I dive into them, hit like and just subscribe on this video and head down to the description section, click on a link there and sign up for my mailing list so that I can send you my free Getting Started guide. Okay, get comfy, take some notes. Number 1, reject the diet mentality. And first of all, that means being aware of it. You are of value and you do not need to be smaller. It's not that you weren't motivated enough or had enough willpower. You didn't fail at diets. The diets failed you. It's a broken system. Everyone is different, so reflect on your own experience of diets. Have they moved you towards or away from a place of confidence, honouring your body and a healthy relationship with food long term? Number 2, second idea, honour your hunger. So your physical hunger cues exist for a reason. It's your body trying to take care of you. And your body deserves to be loved, respected and nourished. Many of us are so out of touch with our bodies that we don't even know how to feel it or recognise its messages. And that's okay. By opening up a space of awareness, we can start to listen and respond. So my top tips are, notice how your belly feels, taking a deep breath, how your mind and your energy levels are, and what your breath is like. And when we open up that tiny bit of space, it allows us to tune into our hunger signals. And honouring your body and hunger can also mean eating when hungry or when not hungry, both ways. Number 3, make peace with food. You have unconditional permission to eat. I can't tell you how much that changed things for me when I actually accepted and practiced that. And it doesn't mean that you're going to eat nothing but chips, cake and chocolate every day for the rest of your life. Initially, we might eat more of these foods, but that's part of breaking the deprivation, binge, guilt cycle. By opening up permission, it knocks the food off this pedestal and it just becomes a normal food for us. Our body is actually amazing at regulating itself, and after a time, depending on your personal history, it often starts to send signals or cravings for nourishing, nutrient-dense foods as well. But you have unconditional permission to eat. Number 4, challenging the food police. What does that mean? It means that no food is good and no food is bad. And when we start to remove the morality from food, often we're taught this as children, it can start to disperse some of the guilt we have around it. Nurturing self-talk that's rooted in self-love can be really important here, observing without judgment our choices and behaviours. Number 5, 6 is discover the satisfaction factor. And this is so important because sometimes we can reach physically full without being satisfied. We can try and avoid the food and feel unsatisfied still. So slowing down can actually be a really powerful tool here because it can help honour our hunger and help us feel satisfied. If you're speeding up through a meal and just whacking it down there, it's maybe a sign that you're moving from physical hunger to emotional hunger. Next one, coping with your emotions without using food. And firstly, let's point out that it's not wrong or bad to eat with our emotions. Often though, we harbour guilt or shame around eating for stress, comfort, sadness, etc. But it's okay for our food to be connected with our emotions. It should be a source of joy. It doesn't mean that it's the only tool though that we have to process our emotions, and discovering other ways to react to a difficult emotional stress can really help. So check out one of my previous videos in the blog post as well. It's called How to Handle Difficult Emotions for a deeper dive into this. Okay, number 8, respect your body. Your body allows you to experience life. It's an amazing collection, a miraculous collection of cells that houses you, and amazingly, it always has your best interests at heart. It always helps you. It always tries to keep you feeling good and functioning. So honouring and respecting your body can feel difficult and even audacious when we live in a culture that forces a dissociation and a dissatisfaction with it. Number 9, exercise and feel the difference. Exercise and movement is a practice unrelated to food and the size or shape of your body. We want to move to feel good, for joy and out of respect and honouring our body. So it's not about eating and then having to move or exercise to work off the cake, to grow or shrink the bum or to fit into that dress. We move to feel good in life. And the final one, number 10, honour your health with gentle nutrition. And it's not a coincidence that that one is the last principle. You don't have to eat perfectly. Your relationship with food comes first. Not one meal makes you healthy or unhealthy. Embrace the joy and the pleasure that food can bring, and notice which foods lift your mood, energy, and satisfaction. Gentle nutrition starts to lead you towards options that build your health. And remember, out of all the principles, this comes last. Without healing your relationship with food, then this principle can still be tinged with diet mentality. Food is a friend, but it may be that it's been a foe for so long in your life. Bring into an awareness of beliefs that you hold around food and just honour that place. Then it's just about taking the next step forwards, trusting yourself, trusting your body. Head to the next video and let's keep learning together.